Hey, it's Cheri Hardman getting ready for another great episode of Heavy Petting with Cheri Hardman. I just wanted to remind you that no matter what platform you're watching this on, there's a dog in the background. No matter what platform you're watching this on, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is you need to do so that you can follow what I'm doing and I can send you more great content. I appreciate all your support. Ready for a great episode? Let's go. Welcome to Heavy Petting with Cheri Hardman. Today's guest is Kim Cook. Hello, Kim. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, how's your day been so far?
Well, I work in staffing and it is never boring. Yeah, I'm a headhunter that's my paying job.
Oh, okay. And where are you located? Where do you?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago.
Oh, okay. So, wow, it's a later for you. What's the weather like there? That's what we always got to ask people from other places.
So last I heard it was 23 and I saw some snow. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm in the Seattle area, and they were talking snow here, but I don't know if they're still.
You might get a little.
I didn't watch the news instead. This afternoon, I took a nap instead, so that explains my hair. So, is your pet ready to go?
Yeah, I'm going to go grab him 1 second.
Okay. All right. This is so fun just meeting people and doing this. It's almost like leaving the house, but ouch. But it's not really. And you don't have to wear underwear not like you have to wear underwear anyway, but you don't have to wear pants or a bra. I am wearing a bra though. Nobody cares. Why am I talking about that?
I don't know if I can manage holding both of them the whole time.
Oh,
so,
look at that.
This is Louie and this is Wrigley.
Louie and Wrigley, huh?
Yes.
And how did they get their names?
Oh, so let's see. So I was living in Dallas and my husband's a huge Cubs fan. We didn't think we would move back to Chicago. We named the dog Wrigley. Now that we live in Chicago, we go to the dog park. There's 500 Wrigleys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so named after the Cubs. And Louie, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit, but so we got him a little bit over 6 years ago. And I used to like the comic Louis C.K. before I knew the whole story. And so how silly I am. I used to spell his name Louis, but now I changed the spelling of his name and he's just Louie.
You could name him after Louis Anderson instead.
Exactly. He's very funny. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, Louis.
He didn't do anything creepy. So,
no.
All right, so you got him 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So 6, or was he already adult when you got him?
Yeah, so he was already an adult. So we think they're both actually 9 years old now. So Wrigley, we had since a wee pup, since 9 weeks. But Louie, my husband, was walking Wrigley, and then he just saw him and started coming after him. He didn't have a collar, so my husband left with one dog and came back with 2. And so we tried to, see if he had owners, see if he was chipped, and he wasn't. So I'd taken him to the shelter to see if anybody would, claim him. But then they told me that if I leave him, the chance of him being put down is good. So I was like, you know what? If the owner calls, just have him call me. And we've taken him and left him ever since.
So he's a Chihuahua?
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua mixed with something, and we don't know. We don't quite know what he's mixed with. So
yeah. Does he have a Chihuahua personality? I have 2, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Chihuahua too, and I'm sure yours does the Chihuahua death scream. That sounds like, I don't know if it does it, but anything that you pick him up slightly wrong and then,
yeah.
So.
Does he bark at people like when they come over, or?
Yeah, I will say that it's probably the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel that barks more than the Chihuahua, which is funny. But when we're walking them, it's Louie that's very protective of his pack. So he's, you know, big little
Right.
dog syndrome. So
Yeah, I know that.
yeah.
So what about like quirks that they have or tricks that they do?
Yeah, so let's see. Well, Louie, he knows how to sit there and be a chihuahua. So that's pretty much
Hmm.
his trick. But I'll see if I can get Wrigley to. They keep running off. So
That's okay. That's what animals do. It used to be different. See, we used to do this show like in person, where you
okay.
could like sit there and then the camera could be, you didn't have to have this just little box that we
Little
could work
square.
with. But yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
do the best we can now. So,
let me go grab Wrigley. I'll
all
be
right.
right back. Let's see if I can do this. All right. The other one's run off, so we'll give
That's
give
okay.
Wrigley a little bit of screen time, but
Oh,
yeah. So my husband's British, and he thought, it'd be nice to have these are British dogs, so a Cavalier Spaniel, and yeah, he's a sweetie. Normally they're the brown and white or the blonde ones, but he's a ruby. So
he's cute. And I think that's the same kind of dog that Charlotte had in Sex and the City. Yeah,
yeah, she
Elizabeth.
had a Blenheim, and they're the sweetest dogs. A little bit like a little high maintenance since they're a spaniel, and want to jump all over the place. But they're sweet. He goes around.
Where's your face? There it is.
You're close up. Woo.
You're sweet. Look at that. What other pet questions do I have? Annie? If your pets could write a review of you as a pet owner, what would they say?
Let's see. I think they would. I think I would get 5 stars if I fed them every single time they wanted me to feed them. But I think I'd say probably 4 stars. That does give carrots and some peanut butter every now and then, and likes to snuggle and take them for good walks. So yeah, I think they seem to be pretty happy. So, but
okay, good. I'm gonna start asking this question because I'm curious about this. And honest answers only. Do you let your dog sleep on the bed?
Yes. Oh yeah, they both. Yep, absolutely. And so that's funny you asked that, because I actually talk about how Wrigley sleeps like smack dab between my husband and I at night, and so I say that makes him a blocker spaniel or a cock blocker spaniel or just a cocker blocker. So
Right.
yeah. But they definitely, Louie, his chihuahuas burrow at the end of the bed. And then Wrigley does. He sleeps like right between my husband and I. So it's a full bed.
Yeah, why not? There's lots of love to go around.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is where we switch over, and we're going to talk about heavy petting of the human variety.
Yes.
So my little disclaimer that heavy petting used to mean making out. So for the purposes of this show, anything that has to do with dating, relationships, sex, whatever. If you have any amusing anecdotes or stories you'd like to tell us, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, I thought of one that was pretty amusing. So I will say I've been married now. It'll be 10 years in April. So I've been off the scene for a while. I missed all the apps. I'm sure I'd have more stories. I got to experience all the different apps out there. But my story is, so it was 2006. It was 4th of July. I was actually, I was 30. And I was at this pool, which is called the Village Country Club, which was basically kind of like Melrose Place in Dallas, because I lived in Dallas for a really long time. And so being 30, there was lots of, young 20-something young bucks, barely jaded by life's woes, and oh yeah, anyway, but so one of the young lads came up and was like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're cute." I said, "I think you're cute." And anyway, he still introduced me to his friend. And, a few margaritas later, I was like, sure, you're cute, whatever. So started making out with the guy that originally said I was cute, or that friend introduced me, and and then from out of nowhere, this woman pops up, and I thought it was a friend of theirs, and I was like, "Hey!" And then she's like, started yelling at the guy I was making out with, and I was like, she's like, "Who is this bleep? You know, why do you always do this when I'm pregnant?" And I was like, "Oh God." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I realized his relationship status was, it's complicated because I hadn't
Right.
thought to ask. And then she grabbed a shoe, specifically a flip flop that I was wearing. And she started hitting me with it.
Hitting you with it.
Hitting me with like I don't, yeah, the severity of the situation is I got bitch slap on my own flip flop. Like I got la chancla. It's what, so I did what any respectable person would do. I ran off and I hid. And right after that, that's when I got sober and a little bit more picky on who I go out with or who I make out with. So I always joke that being hit by my own flip flop was like my moment of clarity.
So did you run off without your flip flop?
I did with one shoe. I was kind of limping, and I was like, I can buy some more flip flops, but I don't know why she started hitting me because I didn't get her pregnant and making out with another.
I've always wondered that, like, why do a lot of women do that? They like get mad at the other woman, and it's like, sometimes the other woman. Okay, if the other woman knows, you can get mad at her. Okay, but get mad at your man first because he's the one that's breaching the contract,
Exactly. The story does have a positive spin, though. The original guy that came up told me his friend was cute. Since the friend left, then I got to, hook up with him. So I got the cute Paul Walker one that I originally wanted.
Well, that's good because I was a little disappointed when you first started telling the story. I was thinking there was going to be a 3-way situation going on. That's where I was.
No, it was just one at a time.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
So, not too scandalous, but just a little switcheroo. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been married about the same amount of time.
Oh, okay.
So I've been married, it was 10 years in July for us. And so, I get it. It's like, it's different. Because I saw that look in your eye when you said those young 20-something guys, and you just went somewhere else there. I just saw you. I saw that.
Was it a cougar gaze or like?
I don't know, but yeah. I had a dream the other night that kept me smiling all day.
Yeah.
I can't even remember it now, but it was just so good. It's like, no offense, honey, but yeah.
Hey, we're all human, right?
Yeah.
I mean.
So what's the best compliment you've ever gotten on your naked body?
On my naked body? So I would say the number one thing I'm complimented most about is my dimples. Not so much my dimple, no, but I would say that's probably what I'm most complimented on.
You do have really cute dimples, I gotta say.
I always joke that I'm kind of like a middle-aged Cabbage Patch Kid,
All right.
That's probably the number one thing.
So if people want to find you, where can they find you?
Yeah, so they can find me on Instagram, and that is it's KComedy 0405. So it's at KCOMEDY. Yeah, that's my.
Okay. All right.
That is my Instagram. So.
Okay. All right. So I'll put that up above so people can actually see it. And let's see. What do you think about the state of comedy right now?
Yeah, I have been. I'm happy that I'm still able to perform. I've been doing a lot of Zoom shows, so that's been nice. For me personally, I'm not going out until I'm vaccinated. I'm not gonna go up again until so that's just what my decision is. But I still absolutely love it. I think it's just on different mediums. I will definitely be out there, going and watching it live. Hopefully in the next 6 months, or we'll see when all the shots get around.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's forced us all to kind of look at our skill set and see how we can tweak it, because you know, it's not the same, but there are other things that you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, and I'm so grateful for, like the Displaced Comedians page and just all the, sites I've got to go on and all the people that I've gotten to meet in this past, 10 months. So
Right.
That I never would have probably met just doing comedy in Chicago. So
Right. And one, the nice thing is that once we can all go places, we
Yeah.
know people all over now. So that's great too.
Right.
So, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here with you. It was fun. It was fun meeting your guys.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it. So have a great evening.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for having me.
I'm just going to end this because then that'll end everything. So I'm not going to abruptly like talk to you after. I'm not going to talk to you afterwards. I'm going to say goodbye and then we're really goodbye. So,
Okay.
all right. Thank you again.
Bye.
What's on her mind? She's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl, big, big girl.